I know everybody's just getting used to Bitcoin being above $10,000 for more than a week. So you're probably like, Dan, $20,000 Bitcoin, like slow down. You're getting a little ahead of yourself. But there are some indicators on these charts that I want to go over in this very quick Bitcoin video. What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming by Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe on the way in, and let's jump into this video. Before I get started, you know, if you've been watching my videos, I'm not like a hype channel, right? I try and give you the upside, the downside targets. I try and prepare everybody for every simple and complicated scenario so that we can all just enjoy the gains in the long run, And when I start doing more bullish videos, it's because I'm just starting to see more bullish indicators. And that's what this video is. I already did a video about $20,000 Bitcoin, I think, the other day. And I'm doing another one now because there are some more things I want to just talk about. So let's talk about these things. First thing is this on the Fibonacci, is this on the weekly chart, Fibonacci on the weekly. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm always charting this, the bull market high, bear market low. You're probably sick of hearing it. The bull market doors, this green rectangle up here, 16,000 to 13,000. I briefly have mentioned maybe one or two times recently this Fibonacci. This is a shorter midterm type of Fibonacci from the previous swing high, which is incredibly important area for Bitcoin right now. This was back last summer. Bitcoin really testing this. Bitcoin needs to break above it. We can look at a chart like Ethereum, and we know Bitcoin or Ethereum has done it already, right? And we're kind of waiting for Bitcoin to do it. So we take our Fibonacci in relation to this swing high and our swing low that we had in March, and we can chart that. So let me just chart that real quick, get our Fibonacci, and let's chart this. And we see that Bitcoin currently, and this is a big deal, and we want to see how this week closes, but Bitcoin is currently trading above the 786 line, really what we look for volatile resistance, right? This would be resistance right around 11,700, 11,800, down to $10,000. So it was already a little bit bullish when Bitcoin broke through that $10,000 area, not only for the mental aspect of things, but because of this indicator. So we broke into this Fibonacci channel, a heavily resistant channel, and now we're trading above it. And we really want to see how this weekly candle closes. So that is the first thing. And I want to point this out to you. When Bitcoin made this swing high, right, from the bear market low, what you see Bitcoin breaking in the process is really the bull market high to the bear market low, right? And you can see Bitcoin making a run, breaking the 50-week moving average, and seeing resistance at this Fibonacci retracement. So similarly, we would be looking for resistance at this Fibonacci retracement coming from this swing high, right? Just like Bitcoin saw back last summer. But so far, Bitcoin is trading above it on this current weekly candle. If we see resistance at this Fibonacci, it could do what Bitcoin did back then, which is a lower high. That's what we all don't want to see happen at these current levels. However, we really got to track this weekly because right now Bitcoin trading above this entire channel in current time. So that's a big deal. The other thing I want to just take note of is really this move right here back in like April 2019. And I want to dissect that on the daily chart because we have a lot of similarities right now happening within Bitcoin currently today in comparison to back then, right? So here we are today, this rectangle, back then, April 2019. So the first main thing that we're seeing on the chart, and Bitcoin does this, right? In its consistency, it offers us clues so often. So Bitcoin broke away from this 50 moving average the beginning of April. You can see that nice move there. And then Bitcoin started forming some just higher highs and higher lows above that area, right? Many people probably wondering, is Bitcoin getting ready to fall below or break down through this rising channel? Because that's what people typically think right away when they see a rising channel, is it's kind of a bearish setup. But Bitcoin didn't do that, right? It continued up. And we see Bitcoin do that a lot in these rising wedges or rising channels. It's kind of a sign of upward momentum for Bitcoin. And similarly, we have Bitcoin in a very similar move right now, which is a break away from that 50 moving average. And we're kind of in this rising channel type of environment for Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin is really potentially getting ready for a really big move, very similar to what Bitcoin did here. And I'm not just taking this piece of the chart because it happened once before and saying, ooh, it looks the same, it's going to do the same thing. Bitcoin in upward momentum environments just does that. It puts in the series of higher highs, higher lows before breaking out even more, as many people are actually anticipating it's going to break down. So this could be potentially what Bitcoin is getting ready to do. And this would really, on the 6-hour chart, lead us to that $13,000 target area many people are talking about for Bitcoin. Now, I know I talked about this being a video about, $20,000 Bitcoin. And really, that is what this video is about, because if we clear this chart here and remove some of these drawings, if Bitcoin does get a similar move, and actually let's go to this daily chart that we were just using. If Bitcoin, and let me remove these drawings. If Bitcoin gets a similar move to this breakout that we just compared Bitcoin to back here, Bitcoin will see some really nice gains. I'm not saying it will be identical, but a breakout from that area to that swing high, 150% gains. So we have all the technical indicators we talked about on this channel so far. We have this inverse head and shoulders with a breakout target above $20,000. And interestingly enough, I just did this video the other day on this news, the Kraken report. Basically, long story short, the report notes that Bitcoin posted a 21-month low for volatility on July 24th of just 23% and stated that Bitcoin's 12 historic volatility lows of between 15 and 30% have typically been followed by a rally of 140% average. So does that sound familiar, right? Very similar setup right here. What's going on in Bitcoin over here? A lot of bullishness potentially in play for Bitcoin. Back here, we got 150% gains. So therefore, I tell you, it could very much happen that we see another 100+% gains above 20,000. Our breakout target for that inverse head and shoulders is right around $25,000 or so. So 150% gains for Bitcoin, not right away, right? Obviously, it didn't happen right away here, but just a continued uptrend for Bitcoin, very much in play. And I simply, besides just offering my opinion that it's possible, I just want to show you the data, right? As I see more confluence between all these different indicators and bullish reports, I just want to offer those things to you just to give you the data, right? To understand that the possibilities for Bitcoin to make a really quick move above $20,000, they're there, right? We also know, because I talk about it a lot, we know that we have these pullback areas. So for Bitcoin, we have the $10,500 area, like the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders that we've been tracking. We know we have that for potential retracements, potential consolidation. We also know that on the 6-hour chart, if Bitcoin does get some separation from this, we talked about this long-term Fibonacci. Let me just chart it for you to bring this together. It's a midterm Fibonacci. Bitcoin's currently potentially closing a weekly candle above. We'll find out in a couple of days. If Bitcoin breaks above this and gets any type of separation, even a target hit at 13,000 or so for the short term, if we look at the 6-hour chart, here is that Fibonacci channel right here, right? This is the channel Bitcoin's currently maybe potentially going to close a weekly candle above. If Bitcoin gets separation, even hits a $13,000 target, I know this is going to sound crazy, but a retracement to that Fibonacci that was broken as resistance would be looked at as support. So a retracement to this entire area in the 11,000s, this is the 618 of that Fibonacci retracement down here, $10,000. Don't be surprised. That is the volatility in store for Bitcoin if you want to see Bitcoin go parabolic. And we're talking 24% dip from a $13,000 Bitcoin. So even if we do get $20,000, broken along the way, be ready for these types of crazy uptrends and retracements and just the roller coaster of it all. And I'm going to be here doing videos through the volatility of it all, because we know it's coming. We know those moments are waiting for us. How it will happen, we don't know, but the targets are there. We have the data. We have these reports coming out. It's very possible. We see other altcoins. I mean, Ethereum's is a high cap coin that's done it. It's broken that swing high from last summer, and we have others just going crazy. Bitcoin is due. It's possible. Not saying it's definite that it's going to happen, but those are the charts. That's the data. Wanted to throw it out there as we go into this weekend. Let me know your thoughts. Always curious to hear what you think. Some of you have very, very interesting opinions, and I appreciate all of you. I will see you all in the next video. If you're here and not a subscriber, hit that subscribe on the way out. Hit that like. It means a lot. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it, and God bless.